I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. I'm glad you've joined us. I haven't done a Christmas special for a couple of years due to various things, various circumstances. But moving on, this year I'm going to do a bit Neo Geo because I haven't done any for months. I'm going to do my gains of the year, my flops of the year, and I'm going to share the odd tale or two just to spruce things up. So I'll start off with my Christmas tale of the year, which is related to gaming, believe it or not. And then I'll move on to the Neo Geo section. So I'll see you in a sec. Right, to the story. It was a spring morning, and I was feeding the pigeons, the scammies, the flying rats as people call them. But to me, the birds. So as I was feeding them, this idiot, two kids walked past. One of them threw a stone and hit one of the pigeons and damaged its wing. Unfortunately, it was a she. So I went downstairs. I live in a flat, first floor, and picked her up, took her to my flat, put her on my veranda, closed the door, water and fed her for a few days. We had the odd argument, but when I let her out to graze on my carpet, she shit all over the place, so I had to get a new carpet at the end. Anyway, besides the point, another aspect was I came in pissed, and I had an argument with her. She was desperately trying to leave, it looked like, so I opened the window and I says, go on then. Wouldn't have any of it. Anyway, a couple of days later, it seemed as though she had built up the strength to fly for herself. So I took her downstairs, put her on the grass, and by the time I got back up to my flat and looked out the window, there was a cat. And they roamed under a area which I couldn't see. Next thing I know, the cat walks out, there's no pigeon, so I assume the pigeon flew away. Now the thing is, I saw that pigeon in which I free, and I've just used up 20 calories on my Wii U Fit meter. So that was the whole point of the Christmas story. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we'll move on to the Neo Geo. What I'm going to do is basically run through acceptably priced, how to get your foot in the door on the Neo Geo front if you're interested in the gaming aspect, which I would hope you are. I'll be back in a jiffy. Don't worry, get yourself a hangy if you need one, and I'll see you in a spell. Right, I'm just moving some things around, ready for the next section, which is the Neo Geo CD section. There's the UK top loader. If you like your music, that's a wonderful band, Top Loader. Table's quite a distance away, but I think the camera should be able to focus in. Power button and open. It's lovely condition, but to give you an idea of the performance, well, I can't give you an idea unless I hook it up. I've done a review on one of these, I think. But the advantages of having a CD, really, these alternatives to the AES, which is expensive as hell. I managed to keep my collection, but I would hate to have to start all over again. But you get, in my opinion, this produces better sound. It's got a dedicated red and white plug at the back, stereo output, and it's crystal clear. A game like Viewpoint, which has got an awesome soundtrack, or Dunk Dreams, the basketball game, sounds outstanding on this. The games look exactly the same as the AES arcade games. It actually uses the same processor, Motorola 8000 processor. Some of them use clones of it, mainly Toshiba clones. This goes for the CDZ as well, and the front loader version of the CDs. There's some exclusive games on the Neo Geo CD, like Crossroads 2 and the highly sought after Ironclad, a shooter, a horizontal shooter in the vein of, it's not really like Pulsar, or it's a bit more like Blazing Star, but it's probably better. It's probably one of the best Neo Geo games actually, and the conversions I've played have been absolute rubbish on the AES, so I'm very what do you call it, blessed to have Ironclad, and that I can play it properly. The game's obviously much cheaper. To give you an idea, I was picking them up for as cheap as £15, but obviously something like Ironclad, I'm not sure how much that goes for. Probably the price of Metal Slug 4 or something. Probably about 400 quid or 200 quid, but the games will increase in value. For example, well, I'll not give you examples in case I get broken into, but well, I've said it now. So Ironclad I picked up for 150 quid, I think, and I could probably sell that for 300 now, and that was just 2 or 3 years, or 250 I would say. All joysticks are compatible on this beauty, even the third party ones. Save memory is actually inbuilt, so there's no memory cards, and it plays music CDs, which is a nice, well, I'm not sure if you may get some nice graphics. I've never actually tried it myself, but obviously in playing music CDs. Right, the minuses are conversions. They're actual conversions of the games themselves, but like I say, they look just like them and they sound better than the AES. Much slower loading times, obviously, much slower. No memory expansion, so the memory in here, even though it's quite a lot, if you've got like the full CD collection, you'll probably run out. For games like Baseball Stars 2, etc., when you need to save your progress. And the CDs, I mean, you know, don't look as cool as the cards if you've got them in a bookcase. not all not all AES games are available on the CD, but then again you get exclusives on the CD that aren't available on the AES, so it cancels each other out. And move on to this one here. This is heavy, it's really well built and reliable. The Neo Geo CD-Z, the only difference between that and the one I've just showed you is the one I've just showed you has got a 1-speed CD in it, and that's got a 1.5 speed CD. It sounds ridiculously minute, but at the time it makes a massive difference, because you're talking about 20 megabyte sized games, you know, compared to gigabyte games that you get now. So it does actually make a difference, a marked difference. They were going to release a 2-speed CD player in North America and Europe. We're going to upgrade the Neo Geo CDs I had left to 2-speed CDs, but it wasn't going to be cost effective, so it never happened, unfortunately. So this is Japanese only, and North America and Europe just, you know, we ended up with the 1-speed, which is better than nothing. It's the good thing about this, it's smaller. Mine's a bit wobbly. It's smaller than the front loader and the top loader, which I've just shown you. It's generally more expensive, the CD-Z, and I don't think it's as well built as either the front loader or the top loader. And like I said, it was released in Japan already. This has got identical specs to both the top loader and front loader. They've all got the same specs. So they use the Motorola 68000, which is found in the Neo Geo AES and in the arcade. Right, I'm going to move on to what I would buy if I was new to Neo Geos and I wanted to play games. Which is this little beauty. It's getting stick left, right and centre off the purists, the ones who don't actually play the games. Now I've got probably 100 dislikes, but I'm not bothered, because this video is for people who can't afford to have all these carts and whatnot, but appreciate the amazing playability you get that you can't get anywhere else. You can get Metal Slug on the PC emulated or through Steam. You can get it on PlayStation Store, but playing it on this, you get the full screen, you get it's fantastic, and it's an HDMI connection, or you can use the composite, which some people might want to use an old CRT screen to make it look more like the original. It's cheap. Now that's the biggest plus. It's just over 100 quid, and it comes with 20 games built in. The memory's built in, and it's got a lot more memory than the CD. You'll not run out of memory because there's a limited amount of games out for it. So like I say, modern TVs work great, excellent emulation. It obviously emulates a game. This hasn't got a Motorola 6800 in it. I'm not sure what it's got in it. But SNK were involved with this. It's got the old, you know, I mean, I got very excited when this came out, because I thought it's a revival, you know, because SNK have been doing really well with these King of Fighters releases on the PS3s and hopefully on the PS4. So SNK or play more or still knocking about like Sega. The classics. But I think the emulation's excellent on this, has to be said. It's got a lovely catalogue of games. It's only been released with 35 games, but the good games. There's no crud. Very quick loading. Same as a cartridge. Excellent joystick. The original peripherals don't work. It's a USB connection. The only joysticks that work to my knowledge are the ones you buy for it, and they are copies of the AES joysticks, and it's the great copies. They're light and whatnot, but they work exactly the same. I've got no complaints there, and it's got, well, an excellent handheld. When it first came out, it had to be plugged into the system to save, but now, let's just get closer. Now, I haven't had this on for a good 5 months, 4 months, say, and I charged it up. Because you don't have to plug it into the system to charge now. You can charge it using a USB. There's a game, free count. Now I'm 75. I mean, once that's done, it's loaded. So it's the speed of a car, in my opinion. Memory card load, no. I mean, that's just fantastic. Shit. A little tip. Don't play this with your arms stretched while making the video. The only problem with the handheld is you can't play 2-player, but you can obviously on the main system, and that game is absolutely fantastic. Just getting it out, I mean, I want to play it, so I'm going to be playing it after this video. And there you go, memory save game. It's got all the prompts. Memory card not formatted. Formatted, press A. That's it, formatted. I mean, it's fantastic. I hope this video comes out alright, because I've covered a lot. Right, now I'm going to move on to, last of all, that's the 15-in-1. So the games you get include Art of Fighting 3. This is the additional 15 games. Blazing Star, which is worth about £1,000. Blues Journey, which is good. Mark of the Wolves, classic. King of Fighters 96, which is good. Kazooie Encounter, that's okay. Last Blades, decent. Metal Slug 2, brilliant. This has got the slowdown as well, which is fantastic. Samurai Showdown 3, Savage Rain, Sengoku, which is, well, Shock Troopers and Super Sidekicks 3, which is excellent too. Top Hunt and World Heroes 2 Jet. Fantastic selection. There's a few I'd like to have seen in, but they can't please everyone. You get that, and you get this. little sticker book and little article about each game that's in the collection. I mean, it's just beautiful to collect this stuff. This is what kids should be collecting now. It's just really good memorabilia. I mean, the end of the day, they won't be making these forever, so it's definitely a worthwhile investment. Fair enough, the tech might be cheaper in all this business, but it's still well built in my opinion. And the battery, it holds a battery fantastic handheld, so that's obviously well built. Fantastic investment. If you haven't got a Neo Geo, my recommendation, even though you're limited to the games you can get, would be the Neo Geo X if you wanted to play Neo Geo games. If you want to start a collection and you had limited money, then I would get a Neo Geo CD, because they'll still increase in value, but this will as well. But you can get a ton of games on the Neo Geo CD, and you can change the language from Jap to English. This is all English as well, so it's up to you what you do. But me, if I was starting again, I would have snapped this up, just like I'm gonna snap the new Spectrum console up in the new year, from funstock.co.uk. Can't remember what it's called, but thanks for watching that bit. I'll move on to the favourite gadget of the year. Right, this video's going on quite a bit, so I'm going to go to my favourite gadget, and that's these pervert glasses. Not that I'm a pervert, but these could be ideal for peeping toms. Well, not peeping toms, because you have to be close to get the sound, but you could wander around town or village with these on. The camera's up here, so you have to lean your head down for the camera to actually get the proper picture, so you look a bit stupid. I call them the pervert glasses because you can catch anything on them. It's unbelievable how people don't realise that these are actually recording glasses. They've got a USB there to charge them up, and they've got a micro SD which takes up a maximum of 32 gig, and the best bit is they're only £10, $10 I think in America. Pretty well built, and they work. You could do YouTube, getting away from jesting, you could do YouTube videos with them, pretty lowish quality, but you could do YouTube videos with them. You could record anywhere. I just think they're really good for the price, pound for pound. This is the best gadget I bought. Got some fantastic footage on it. But I'd only just recommend them. I've had a few gadgets this year because I'm gadget mad, but for the price, these are great. If you're new to YouTube, you haven't knocked up a channel yet, you don't need to buy a webcam and a microphone, and you don't have to buy a video camera. You can get a pair of these, stick a memory card in, and do a nice little YouTube, as it'll obviously record your voice, because it's got the built-in microphone around the sides, so it picks up the sound quite nice, stereo. So there you go, gadget of the year. Let's move on to games of the year. I'm going to give you the first two, then I'm going to give you footage of the winner of game of the year to make the video look a bit more professional. So here comes the video games of the year. I'll have to get up again, so quick pause, I'll be back in a jiffy. Right, I'm going to give you my games of the year full price, 3 and 2, third place and second place. Then I'm going to show you a video of the budget game of the year. There's just going to be one. Then you'll see a video of what I think is the game of the year. Bear in mind, these are just the games I've played and completed. Right, in this order, even though I'm quite completed it because it's got an expansion, Bloodborne. I'm not sure if this came out this year, but it doesn't matter, I played it this year. PS4 exclusive, and I'm not sure why it's exclusive to the PS4, but if you're a From Software fan, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, etc. Demon Souls, this is more like, I think. Then you just have to buy PS4 and get this. It's brilliant, absolutely epic. It's massive. It's well, it's gory. It's got fantastic RPG elements. It's got endless dungeons. It's potentially an endless game. You'll find out why if you actually play it for more than a day, like 24 hours. I mean, and it's just got fantastic bosses. It's got the online elements not fantastic, but when it works, it's good. I hear that the download, the first DLC for it is really good. So if you haven't got a PS4, the best excuse to have one is this, in my opinion. So that gets third place for game of the third place in Game of the Year awards. Second place is something I'm relatively new with, but it gets straight into second place, is Super Mario Maker. Now I've got a daughter in America, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be sending her levels I've created, and she's going to be sending me levels that she's created. So it's a fantastic way. Basically, you can play levels that if you don't want to create, play tons and tons, endless amount of levels of Mario, in its various guises. So you can play like the Super Mario U graphics, or the original, or the SNES style graphics, or the NES style graphics. And you can create levels with different backgrounds, different music, different items, different enemies. You can just become very creative in it, and it's just something that really appeals to us. I must admit, I've been creating more than I've been playing. I've been playing a lot because I've tested the levels I've made. This Amiibo stuff, I'm a bit annoyed with that, because you have to buy these figures which scan on the what's it called, NRC or something technology, and it scans a character into the game and it gives you more options in the build. The more you create levels, the more items become available to use in the create functionality. It's brilliant for, I would say, kids from the age of 7 onwards. I love it, and I'm over 13 years of age. So really, it's a classic. Might get mediocre reviews, but in my opinion, it's one of the best games that's came out. I mean, I've played RPG Maker on the PC, but that's where you make like SNES type games. Some people have made money from creating games on that, but this is just more fun, and it's within a Nintendo environment. It's a safe environment for kids like my daughter, and it's just really fantastic. Can't recommend it enough. It's worth buying a Wii U for. I mean, you can get a Wii U pretty cheap these days, and it's fantastic. So I'll show you a video of the last. I'll show you the trailer or whatever it'll be for the video of the game of the year. It's was released on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC, and it'll be coming up in a sec. So stay tuned.
I'll be back.